Hi everyone, welcome to AMP and Associates, and today we are here with Bridget Amador, and she is a lender that basically does everything. And so we wanted to share with you guys a little bit about what she does. So you have several options. There's no reason why you can't purchase a property. Payal, Patel.
Hi, you know me.
And let's jump right into it.
Hey, Bridget. Hi, good afternoon. It's so well. Thank you so much for letting me join you here at your beautiful open house. We're working this weekend. And as you said, myself as working for a broker shop, we offer so many different programs. So we really do pride ourselves on being a one-stop shop for whatever your situation might be. So I think the biggest barrier for borrowers is not understanding all the programs that are out there. And we do a really good job about looking at your credit profile, your situation as a whole, and giving you options.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning and we'll work our way through it. So let's start with a first-time home buyer, and then we can jump over to an investor. We can talk about someone who maybe has bad credit, talk about someone who already owns property and isn't a first-time buyer. So let's cover all sorts of scenarios. I'm a first-time buyer, let's say, as an example. Where would you start with me? What would you do?
So we love first-time home buyers, of course, because it's a blank canvas. We love to put people into their dream home, their starter home, their family home. So what I always encourage every buyer, first time or not, let's start with the basics. We take your application, we run your credit and look at all of your income documents as a whole. And based on that information, we're able to put you in different buckets to see what you qualify for based on your needs and wants. So sometimes your goals can vary depending on your life situation. So sometimes it's a situation of I need to buy a house now, like what do I need to do, how much down do I need, what does my credit score need to be in order to get me into a house right now. And not to say that that's going to be your forever situation, but what do I need right now? And then the next kind of scenario would be somebody who has put me on track to be able to purchase at the best possible terms in the future. So we're able to really look at your credit profile as a whole, look at your scenario as a whole, and put you on track, whether that's now or down the line, depending on what your goals are.
Now, let's say someone has a bad credit. What would you do?
We are partnered with a credit repair company, and there's tons out there. You don't have to use ours, but we do have really great partners that what they'll do is they'll take a look, see what you need to do, and we'll formulate a plan together based on whatever it is that you need to improve on. And we hear this all the time. People say, oh, I want to buy a house, but I need to improve my credit. Okay, well, how are you going to improve your credit? Most people don't know, right? Or I want to buy a house right now, but I need to save my down payment. Well, how much of a down payment are you trying to save? What purchase price can you afford? So when you consult with someone who can put you on track, then you have tangible goals. And that's the idea.
So what do you think the credit score should be minimum?
We look for a 640 if you want to get best terms, but there's always workarounds depending on your situation.
How much would they need down?
So we have a conventional products with 3% down. We have FHA, which is a government-backed loan with 3.5% down. And then we even have some first-time home buyer or down payment assistance programs that can finance the whole deal, sometimes including up and over into covering your closing costs as well. So there's a lot of options.
Okay. So then once we get a first-time home buyer pre-qualified by you, they give us a call, Payal and Amie, and that's when we come in and run with it and find them the perfect home. Scenario number 2. So we've gotten someone into their first home. Now let's say they want to purchase an investment property or a second home. What's the criteria for that?
Same thing, same basic idea. Building the application, the credit profile, seeing where we can get you qualified as far as, are we purchasing a new primary for you? Are we going to pull cash out of your existing property? So there's a lot of different ways that we can structure it to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck.
Okay. Is there a time limit they need? If they just bought a home, the first home buyer, and do they have a time limit or a year or two to wait, or they can buy right here within 6 months if they want to buy a second investment property?
Yes, yeah.
They can buy? Okay.
And then let's say someone purchases a lot and wants to build their own home. what kind of financing is available for them?
We also offer construction loans,
Okay.
and we can even finance the land as well as the build as a
Nice.
part of that purchase. And it's called
Wow.
a one-time close construction loan.
Okay.
So we finance you for the construction period, and then it'll automatically roll over once that's completed.
And what are rates like for something like that?
You know what? I haven't priced something like that for quite some time, so I wouldn't want to put it out there. But with being on the broker side of things, we always offer competitive rates.
Okay. And so let's say that now we want to purchase a short-term rental. Is there a separate criteria to qualify for that? Because now this is like an income-producing property. Do we have to show the numbers for the rental that we want to purchase, or what is it that would be necessary?
So there's different ways that you could qualify for that. So you could, some investors will accept 12-month financials on the short-term rental. We could also do a rent survey, and they would go off of comps in the area. So just depending on that particular property, if it's an existing rental, and we can use like historical data, or if it's something that you want to convert into a short-term rental, we could always do a survey on the rents in the area, and then we can determine value that way.
Got it. Okay. And let's say conventional loans. What do you look for on a conventional loan?
For conventional, we can, the easy ones, 20% down, good credit rating. That's probably the standard that most people are doing.
Right. And then what about like FHA loans?
FHA, they give us a little bit more flexibility because we're able to increase our ratios, so you have more of a purchase power, and then they also have a little bit easier qualification guidelines.
Okay. And then do you do VA loans?
We do VA loans.
Okay. And what's needed for a VA loan?
For a VA loan, we would just have to, the certificate of eligibility would be something that the veteran would have to provide, and we can always assist with that. But those programs are easy and great, and we love to do them for our veterans.
And then do you do refis?
We do refis. We actually have a really great incentive going on right now for refinances. We understand that there's a rate and term refinance if you just want to take advantage of a lower rate depending on when you purchased or the last time you refinanced. Or if you want to pull cash out, we can offer consolidation, refinance, lower the rate, and pull cash out to blend your credit cards, or if you're sending a child off to college, or different things like that, remodeling your home.
Okay. Do you have a favorite loan that you like to do, or?
You know what? That's such a great question. I love them all because I'm really meeting people's needs at different seasons of their lives. So first-time home buyers, of course, are so satisfying, but then there's also so much satisfaction in somebody building their real estate portfolio and purchasing something that's going to build generational wealth for them. So that's also very satisfying for us, and really helping people meet their financial goals is very fulfilling.
What's a reverse mortgage?
So a reverse mortgage takes advantage of the equity that you have in a property for borrowers over a certain age. As long as your property taxes and everything are up to date, there is a possibility of using your equity in a reverse form and really just wiping out your monthly payment.
Yeah. What would happen if you use up all your equity on a reverse mortgage? So let's say that you have a reverse mortgage loan on your property and there's no more equity left. You've had it for quite some time. Then what happens?
Does the bank take away? You guys take the loan?
Yeah, does the property get
goes
foreclosed?
to you?
No. Yeah, so
Or-
yeah, the property still
Okay.
belongs to you
Okay.
for your entire life.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Bridget, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, who you're with?
Yes, so
Yeah.
I'm Bridget with VanMar Lending. Thank you, ladies, so much for letting me join you today. I'm available to help with on-site pre-approvals at your open houses. Our turn times are really quick, and we offer a lot of different products. So anyone out there that's interested in getting pre-approved, or maybe just has any questions about how the loan process works, we're here to help.
Perfect. What's your phone number?
760-984-8319.
Perfect.
If you have any loan questions, please call her.
Be sure to reach out to Bridget and let her know that you saw her on Amie and Payal's channel. Also, make sure that you subscribe and just hit that button because you don't want to miss anything that we've got coming up. So, thanks so much.
Thank you.